Hey, howdy, hey. Let me know if you're in here. If anybody's in here, awesome. Okay, y'all are here. Hey, howdy, hey. TikTok's being a pain, so we're going to cruise around on YouTube. We've never done really a live on YouTube, so we're going to see how that goes. Well, after trying TikTok and it's green on my end and everybody's like, it's frozen, I decided we'll cruise around on YouTube. Remember to like this. Unlike TikTok where you tap, 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 you have to like somebody's post. So if you will go in, if you're friends with any of our followers from TikTok, if you'll be sure to let them know that I'm live over here. Hopefully it's sending out a message to people who follow me that I am live on YouTube. So, because clearly TikTok is having its own issues, it is highly likely that I will probably do back porch chat from YouTube today. So, am I coming through okay? Can you hear me? All the things. Chat is a little different here than... Yay, that's great. So, we're going to cruise around. I'll show you areas of Pooler and all the things. Yay, good. I am not... Be sure to go out of the live and like the live and then come back in. That'll help too. Like I said, YouTube is a different beast in itself. I'm working hard to get to 1,000, but TikTok is having major issues today. Major dilemmas. So we are driving with a hands-free set. I went to Costco and I figured I'd show you around some of the areas over here. This is where Gulfstream is. Lisa, I don't draw people to YouTube, so I won't do this often. It's just because TikTok is being an issue, and most of my followers are over there. 28,000 on YouTube versus 500 and something on, 28,000 on TikTok, 500 on YouTube, and YouTube doesn't pay me. I have to be at 1,000. So there's that. So as soon as you cross over 16, you're entering Pooler. Pooler is the home of the airport. It is where Gulfstream is. So, yeah, I figured why not? Let's try YouTube. People are going to be disappointed tonight because I'll probably do back porch chat on YouTube. Just because TikTok is having its issues. Who knows? Tomorrow's morning walk, we may do it on YouTube as well. You just never know. People always say, do you have a backup? No, my backup is YouTube. My backup is always going to be YouTube. So Pooler is still considered part of Chatham County. It is still an area of Savannah, or the county of Chatham. So kids that live out here do go to Chatham County schools. Ooh, we have 9 people in the live. How exciting. I did find out my favorite breakfast place, Sunrise Breakfast. They're opening a location out here. That's kind of exciting. Well, welcome, welcome, welcome. See, the difference in TikTok and YouTube, TikTok, somebody's always chatting. YouTube, it's like uber silent. It's always weird. We'll drive over to the airport. Look at some houses. They're building a Topgolf out here. That was big news that everybody was excited about. If you're a Topgolf kind of fan. So if you live in Pooler, you're accessible to two areas, 95 and 16. So traveling can be a hop, skip, and a jump. I'll show you guys some houses. We'll drive to the airport. People always ask to see other areas, and we were doing it on TikTok, where I had like close to 300 people in the live, but TikTok's being really temperamental. But maybe we'll end up hitting 1,000 over here. But until we do, you know. Could be. Maybe I'll start doing my morning walks on TikTok, and then for a cruise around town, I'll do it on YouTube. I wonder if YouTube Live has the trolls like TikTok does. That would be interesting. Yeah, I'll probably have to do a video and say I'm going to do back porch chat on YouTube tonight. See if we can get some. But see, I will tell you this. I don't typically open my YouTube app and stroll through to see who's live. Where I go on TikTok and I scan through to see who's live, I don't do that on YouTube. The only time I ever access YouTube, honestly, is one of the content creators when he does a live here once a week. So one of the things a lot of people do not know about Pooler, and it's always really funny, is that, and I'm gonna drive y'all by it. The Georgia Bureau of Investigation, the crime scene units, are stationed out here in Pooler. People don't realize that, and what's even more entertaining about it, it's right in front of the YMCA. So when bad crimes happen, they bring the people here, and it's right in front of the YMCA. And people always are like, "Are you serious?" And I'm like, "Yeah." So like whenever you're watching like Savannah News or any of kind of this area outside of Atlanta, if you're watching it and they're like, the body has been taken to the Georgia crime scene lab, it's right here. And a lot of people don't realize that. Right? So everybody thinks, "Oh, I'm turning to see the YMCA. How cute." No. If you pay close attention, you're not just turning to see the YMCA. So yeah, there's a sign. Tells you that the YMCA is here. But then, as you turn down the road to go to the YMCA, literally before the YMCA entrance, there's this little road that most people are like, and a lot of people make the mistake and they're like, "Let me turn here." And they turn here and they're like, "Oh, it's the crime scene lab right here." Right before the YMCA. There's the crime scene lab. That weird things happen. This is GBI's Coastal Regional Crime Laboratory. So anything that happens in coastal Georgia, they come here. News you could use, right? All right, did you know that? Right in front of the YMCA. Who was here first? The crime scene lab was here first, if you're curious. Don't forget, if you're one of the 7 in here, to like the live. 4 of you have, because that helps too. I think I want Japanese for dinner tonight. That would be yummy. I'm going to have to go home and make a video to say tonight for Back Porch Chat. We're probably going to be on YouTube. Because TikTok has been temperamental all stinking day today. I feel like these are the old days of going live. My first live for TikTok, I had 4 people. But it's funny though. TikTok does not draw a big following, which is really interesting because they pay their content creators so much better. But it's what's interesting. Like one of the TikTokers I do follow, he's got 150,000 followers on TikTok. When he goes live on YouTube, he maybe will have 30 in his YouTube video. Where in his TikTok, he will have a big number. So I thought that was interesting, right? Like, I don't know. But YouTube pays their follower or their creators way better than TikTok does. I wonder how many people are hanging out over on TikTok right now. Like going, where'd she go? Is she coming back? I don't even know if Kimberly's in here. That's the other thing. I don't like you can't share. So like when I go live, oh wait, I can. Let's see. Nope, I did not do an update. Yeah, I did not do an update. So, I don't know what's going on. It was fine this morning, and then when we went to breakfast is when y'all started going, it's freezing, and I'm like, what are y'all talking about? It's not. And because on my end it kept showing green, even back there it kept showing green. This is where this is still all Pooler. You've got Tanger outlets out here, TJ Maxx, Ross, all the shopping your heart could desire. One thing though I do not like about YouTube, I can already tell one thing I don't like, is the chat disappears. So I'm used to chat staying up on TikTok, so when I stop, I can look at comments. It doesn't do that on YouTube for me. So that's kind of annoying. So there are multiple subdivisions here in Pooler. Especially, so this is considered, when you have new Pooler and old Pooler, this is new Pooler. Or you'll hear people call it Godly Station. These aren't the big houses. These are subnormal houses. But they're currently going for about $350 up. So people always ask about real estate here outside of Savannah and Pooler. These houses go for at least $350. And actually more. What up, Kim? I decided to come over here since TikTok's being wonky. But like, other than going live and people having notifications turned on, I can't notify people. So I'm going to have to do a video because I'm probably going to end up doing back porch chat here tonight. If TikTok's going to be so wiki wonky. But yeah, these houses run about $250,000. Oh, sorry, $350,000. This is all considered our new Pooler Godly Station area. Lots of people out and about today because the weather is so nice. But see, I don't like a neighborhood like this. I feel like this is very cookie cutter-ish, in my opinion. They're nice houses. I know people that live over here. But I do feel like it is very much kind of cookie cutter like subdivision. I wonder how crazy Disney is today. They sold out of Genie Plus passes yesterday. So I'm curious to know. How bad it is today. Yeah, there's just something about cookie cutter neighborhoods. That's a new place, Wild Ginger. Whee! These are like the old days of me streaming though. When I first started and I had 4 people in my live. These are remnants of that. There are benefits to a neighborhood versus now. I don't ever want to live. I used to live in a HOA neighborhood. Nope, absolutely not. Ever again. So I don't mind neighborhoods, but I do not want to be in a neighborhood with HOA. Because, man, alive. Y'all, I'm so excited. So, I was getting ready. Y'all know I cleaned out my garage and shed yesterday. Well, I was doing I had this old desk and chair that Lisa, are you still in there, Lisa J? I used to use when I taught virtually. And it's just old. It needed to be gone. So I took it out and I put it outside my house as a free to good home. Because I was pretty confident that the trash company would not take it. How about they did? I'm ecstatic. Let's go see if the gate's open. I don't know if the gate will be open for Forest Lake. But if it is, let's go look at some pretty houses. Sometimes their gate's open. We'll see. I have friends that live here. And it's about 50-50 when I am coming or when I go over to their house. They'll say, I'm like, do I need the code? They're like, no, the gate will be open. So let's go see if the gate's open. These are some pretty solid houses here. Yep, gate's open. But yeah, so I was pretty excited that the trash company took it because I was going to have to go back to the dump and I was not thrilled about that. So this is still considered Godly Station, but this subdivision is called Forest Lakes Now, it has a couple of setups here. It has some houses that are your traditional, you know, 3-bed, 2-bath. But then it's going to have some of your bigger homes. And that's what I wonder if their gate's open. That's what I got to see. Forest Lakes gate was open. Is their neighborhood gate open? I hope so. Yes, it is. They're liable to see me drive by their house and they're going to be like, what are you doing? So these are the Mamma Jamma houses in Pooler. Yay, their gates open. These are the houses. Camden has friends over here too. And she's been to these houses. And she's like, Mom, one house is all like marble. Hopefully you can see the houses as we're driving. Because they don't sit too far off the road. I'm going to turn and I'll come back around because, I mean, like, people have these big big, massive pools. These are the rich people. Like, look at this house, y'all. Look at that joker. Look at that Mamma Jamma right there. That's not my friend's house. Camden has friends here. I have friends here. And they both have, and they're like, I'm like, your house is huge. And they're always like, our house isn't huge. And I'm like, yes. As a matter of fact, it is quite huge. Yeah. They're always like, our house isn't big. Your house is giant. Y'all are asking the wrong people. I have no idea. Like, I have no idea how you respond. I have no idea how to do anything in here. That woman is running quick. Mad props, lady, to the run. But see, then you have other houses in the neighborhood that aren't so big. I mean, they're still pretty and they're still big. Ooh, that house is for sale. I wonder how much that joker is. I don't even know what road this is. Yeah, these... I know, right? It's crazy, though. Like, I'm like, this house is gigantic. And they're like, our house isn't big. And I'm like, yes, it is very... Like, here we go. Here's some more of them. It's crazy. That is called Lake Heron Way. Is a house that there's a house for sale. Look at that house. Isn't that house pretty? I love this one. My favorite house. Again, not my friend's house. But look at that house, y'all. Is that not insane? But people are always like, I'm like, my house ain't big. Yeah, your house is. Look at this one coming up. Like, people are like, our house is outside of historic district big. Yep, they are. As a matter of fact, they are. Ooh, we're up to 10 people in the live. What? Step back. We're at 10 people. There's some beautiful homes here in this subdivision. Like, and they all kind of have different character. They all have a different personality. They all have... One day I'll have to take y'all out to Rincon. There's a subdivision. Holy moly. That's when people are always like, it's not that, like, they're like, those houses aren't this big. Yeah, they are. It's not just the historic district, people. Look at the house coming up. Can y'all see it straight ahead? That light brown brick house. Like, I need definition though. If they say it's not big, what is not big? What is big? If they say the house is not big, I need to know definition of what is big. Look at that one. I love this one coming up. See it right there in front of me? That's another really pretty house. Look at that house. Crazy, huh? That's a pretty one. I love that blue. That blue is really pretty. But I do like this neighborhood because, not that I could ever afford to live in a neighborhood like this, but I do like this neighborhood because each house is kind of different. Like, there's a different vibe. There's a different overall look to this neighborhood. It's not all cookie colors. Yeah, everyone's so different and so kind of got its own personality. It's got its own vibe. It's got its own little setup. I would turn, I can't turn here, can I? I mean, like, look at these houses. They've got a little canal. Let me turn around like I turned on the wrong road because these houses are huge too. Let me turn in this drive. To see that one? Let me turn in this driveway. Check that out. Is that not crazy? What you think about that house, y'all? So, pretty wild. They are pretty insane. This is a cool little, I mean, so people that live out here, what kind of people live out here are people that are higher up at Gulfstream. Pilots live out here. College professors live out here. People that like own their own business, like a substantial operating business, they live out here. Oh, they must gonna be building right there because they've cleared that land. Here, we'll cruise to the airport now. Look at that house straight ahead with the 5 cars. There's some bigger ones too on the other side. So don't let people tonight on my back porch chat say, we never get to see other places. You are indeed. Oh, there's an open house. We got to go see that one. I mean, we're not going in it or anything, but we'll go drive around that side before we go to the airport. Yeah, YouTube's a whole different beast in itself. New homes. So let's check out some other new homes. So Forest Lake Drive. I wonder how much some of these jokers go for. It's a new subdivision apparently. Look at these houses. Ding dang. Holy macaroni. So these are some big houses too. Let's find one for sale so we can do some research. At least I'm not spinning. You right about that. I mean, it's a catch-22. I don't have the hassle of the spinning. So there's that. So you've got some traditional type. Well, no, not really. I lied. I'll say you have some smaller homes, but not really. This is Pooler. This is in Pooler, Georgia. Look at these houses. Whoa, my Atlanta. Wait till y'all see these houses coming up. These are pretty big old honking houses. Wow. I haven't been back to this area right here. Those are some pretty... Look at those houses, y'all. Those are pretty big. Like, these aren't your standard little houses, in my opinion. There's a bunch of them, too. Unique. There's definitely different structures and different looks. I mean, I would wonder if these go for a lot of what, like, I mean, these are going to go for, I would say at least 5,000. I would suspect more than that, though, because these are huge houses. So I would think, but I haven't seen any for sale yet. Like, they all seem occupied thus far. I've not seen any with a sale sign for us to look it up and say how much does it cost. But y'all, people's cars parked in the driveway. You got Audis, you got BMWs, you got like the legit nice vehicles. I haven't seen any for sale yet to say, look up this address. So that we can see how much houses like this run for. I'm going to say at least $650. At least. Because I know what my little ding-dang house goes for. And my little house is appraised for like $275 right now. And mine is a little house. So if mine is appraised for that, I can't imagine what these jokers go for. Alright, coming back out. So yeah, this is all considered Pooler. Here's my opinion, though. Not that I'm not enjoying the vast entertainment of driving through. But if I paid for a house in this type neighborhood that is gated and the gates are always open, then I'm going to be annoyed. Right? Like, I'm paying to have a house like this and it's gated. The community's gated. Why are the gates always open? Why are they not closed? Here's some more. Like, why are the gates not closed? If I'm going to pay that much. Like, that's my opinion. Alright, this is called Tahoe Drive. I used to live on Tahoe Drive, not this one. Okay, so these are more cookie cutter, though. These are very cookie cutter like. I feel like, what was that movie called? Edward Scissorhands. I feel like this is very Edward Scissorhand like neighborhood. They all have black, like, yeah, these are all like your cookie cutter type neighborhoods. They're pretty, but I feel like this is very Edward Scissorhand-esque. Ooh, we're up to 12 people in the live. What? That's exciting. I mean, I got 28,000 on my TikTok, but TikTok wanted to be difficult today, so We came over to YouTube, so at least I could stream. That's kind of a cool house right there. That's a pretty house. This blue house, that's a pretty cool house right there, actually. I don't like how close these houses are to each other. They're really close to each other. I don't want to look out my bedroom window and be able to see your bedroom house. That's how close these are. Okay, so for this neighborhood right here, 350 to 400. So that would tell me those other houses, we're looking at 600 plus. At least. That would definitely make... Oh, here's a house for sale, Kim. Let's see what the number is. Let's see what that one's running. What number is this? I need numbers. Okay. 103. 107 Tahoe Drive in Pooler, Kim. What's that one running for? 107 Tahoe Drive. Because it's for sale. Oh, these are pretty. 468. So that means my friend's neighborhood, those are easily 650. Those are kind of cool, the colors. That kind of looks like a little farmhouse going on. 4-bed, 4-bath, almost 500 grand. Ding dang. Yeah, if I'm paying almost 500 grand for a house, you're going to have my gate. That gate's going to be closed all the time. It's that blue house right there. That's the almost $500,000 home. Wow. That's crazy. That's pretty wild. I do like how it's kind of opened. I don't like that. It doesn't look like hardly any of these homes, though, have fences. And that's a no-go for me. To have a fence, that would kind of be annoying. All right, to the airport. So we can go look at the airport. We'll drive through it. Well, at least we can say we did our first real live on TikTok today. Hey, Kim, look up Grand View Drive in Pooler. That's the big house road that we were on. Grand Hill Drive, or Grand View Drive. With the open gates. Grand View Drive. I'd be annoyed too if I lived in that neighborhood and my gates were never closed and there are apartment complexes like built in front of my house. Grand View Drive. I'm not knocking apartment complexes. But like, in my opinion, this gate right here, ding dang, should be closed at all times. And it never is anytime I come over here. True story. Ever. To the airport. And we'll pass Gulfstream too. Dang. 770. So they're close to $1 million homes. I bet it's one of the smaller ones on Grandview too. $775,000. Holy moly. Yeah, I knew they were going for a big penny. That's a price tag right there. Thanks for the 9 likes. Ooh, that's exciting. So Gulfstream is one, I tell you guys, is one of our biggest um, job markets here. And here's the thing, if you can get the right job at Gulfstream, you can bank. I'll tell you that. If you get the right job. I'm not saying all jobs at Gulfstream are positive, but if you get the right job at Gulfstream, you can bank some pretty solid money. Shut up. It has an elevator? Are you serious? You gotta send me that one. I gotta look that one up tonight. That's crazy. An elevator? I need a house with an elevator. That'd be kind of exciting. It's like Mary on Sister Wives. Maybe it was Mary's house. Maybe they really weren't in Arizona or Nevada or wherever they were. Maybe they were really in Pooler. I have seen, there's a family, I don't know if they live here anymore, but there was a family for a longest time that I was convinced was a polygamous family. And no, that's not accepted in Georgia, just FYI, to my knowledge, but I was pretty convinced they were a polygamous family. For various reasons. And I can't tell you those reasons, but based on my former career, I was pretty confident. Right here is where every military branch of service is located that you can come, except for Coast Guards, you can come recruit yourself for the military back here. I don't know why they're in Pooler. It makes no sense that they're all lined up in Pooler and not in Savannah, but they are. There's a new pizza shop over here. I'm curious to know if it's any good. It's called Boston's Pizza. It always has a steady crowd, though. I will say that. Here's where the Home Depot, TJ Maxx, Walmart, all of that is. Panera Bread, all the places. I've been live now. It does show me a clock on how long I've been live. I've been live for 43 minutes on TikTok. I mean on YouTube. It is weird though, like I don't like that I can't see the chats. Oh, here we go. I want an elevator though. Yep, I have enough on YouTube to go live. It's 1,000 that I have to have to start making money. So that's the only thing. I guess I have to have 1,000 followers in order to start making commission. Yeah, it's definitely not the same. I mean, there's no trolls. There's no constant chaos. I mean, I almost miss it. I know Kim does. Yeah, but I'm never, I mean, I don't know. I'm never a fan of this. I know the TikTok chat is jamming. The TikToks have, see, I should have known something was up today when after my live I went on to watch, and it's a holiday for a lot of people, but even on live day, standard number of people after I'm in my live that I follow, there's usually at least 10. There was 2. That's it. And I was like, that's kind of weird. That's not a normal thing to see. And I didn't think anything about it. And lo and behold, oh, we're up to 17. Lo and behold, I bet it was a TikTok issue. I know, you must be so bored. But I think that that was why nobody was live. It was a TikTok issue. So, which is a bummer because I kept showing that I was good and y'all kept going I wasn't. So I think we may have to do back porch chat here tonight. Make 1,000. I don't even know how many followers I'm at now. We're heading over to the airport. We'll pass Gulfstream in the process. I wish I were on an airplane going somewhere, but I'm not. I'm up to 18 in the live. See, I don't even know. Like, I understand the algorithms and stuff on TikTok. I don't even know how this works on YouTube. Like, I don't understand. If, like, everybody in here right now are following me on TikTok and just had. If. I don't really know. I'm just showing things. I'm not physically going in the airport because I don't want to pay to park again today. Even though I didn't have to pay to park this morning, which was exciting. But after we go through the airport, I'm probably going to... That's pretty funny. After the airport, I'm probably going to end the live, go get some Japanese, let my phone charge. So at back porch chat time, I don't even know if I want to try. Maybe I'll try TikTok, and then if it acts full, I'll say we're going over to YouTube. And that's going to be, hey, if you're one of my mods that are in here right now, that are my mods for TikTok, like that's the other thing. One day I'll have to figure out how to do moderators in here. But if you're one of my moderators on TikTok, that's going to be the new thing to share and chat. If for some reason I have to drop the live, whether it's I've gotten banned because someone's mad at me or whatever, I will come to YouTube. So if you don't follow me on YouTube, shame on them people. We're heading to the airport. Yeah, so that'll be my new thing is if anything happens in the live, go over to Corey's YouTube because that's where she'll go live. Be sure if you have a tent. Oh, that's so funny to me. Awesome. Yep. Yeah, but the TikTok, if people start saying, you're frozen, well then you better come over to YouTube because that's where I'm going. If it's a long freeze. If it's not, then of course I'll stay in there, but I could though. That may be something I might try to see. Is after walking breakfast each morning, I really would like to get to 1,000 followers on YouTube. Really, really, really bad. Alright, so we're coming over to Savannah Aviation Village. That is where Gulfstream is. Gulfstream builds all the planes. Not all of them, but a lot of them. And then the airport's over here. There are hotels. So people, if you're ever looking and it says airport hotel, like this is kind of where you're at. You're about 15-ish minutes without traffic from the historic district, but they're doing construction on 95 and 16 right now. So your 15-ish is going to take at least 30. So if you're looking at hotels and it says by the airport, kind of have an idea this is where you're at too. Just FYI. Because people say, I found a good deal by the airport. Yeah, you're going to be driving. But if that doesn't bother you, then mad props. So this is Gulfstream coming up. They were filming The Walking Dead out here a little while back. Because they could close it in to where it wasn't, people couldn't access it. I'll tell you, The Walking Dead, they're filming, they were legit. They had really planned out where to film. Because you couldn't access any of their film sets at all. They had blocked you all day long. Dang, I dropped 2 followers in the live. Go to the airport. I don't even know who's still in here. It says only got 2 people in the live. What is that? That's a Bojangles bootleg right there. I'm about to go to the cell phone lot where you can watch planes. Maybe I'll end it here and see if TikTok is still acting a fool. And if it's not, I'll be like, y'all, we've been over on YouTube. I'm going to the cell phone lot so we can see if the planes are coming in. And then once parked, I may end it so that I can see if I can start a TikTok. And then we can see if any planes are coming in. So cell phone lot is where if you're waiting for an arrival of a plane, you can come park and watch the planes. You cannot get out of your car and you can't stay here for long periods of time, but you can come park here. And if you have somebody who loves to watch planes, oh, they're out of their car. Okay. Well, they're smarter. They're braver than me. But you can come over here and watch the planes land and all of that. And it's kind of fun. Especially if they've got planes landing. Or if they're running tests or anything. It's kind of cool. Alright, so here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to end this. And I'm going to go over to... I'm going to go over to YouTube or TikTok and see if TikTok is done being silly. So, peace.